All right, what's up guys, Mo here, and in this video I want to show you guys how to pretty much print money on demand just like we are right here with branded dropshipping using no paid tools, majority of AI, and definitely not doing your typical Alibaba to fucking regular store, right, with preloaded templates to your regular Facebook ads strategy or any of that bullshit, okay? The first thing you need to understand is pretty much the product. What is the product that you are selling? And in order to figure out the right product to sell, well, you need to start from the actual market, right? And the way I like to go about it is I like to use this tool that you might have heard of right here called ChatGPT. The first thing we need to do is actually pick a problem, okay? The main key indicator to your success isn't necessarily just your product. It's a combination of everything, right? From the problem that your product solves, the mechanism that your product has, the timing that you come to the market, where you go to market, and essentially the sales channel and where you actually go ahead and try to reach your audience, right? The offer, the pricing. There is a combination of pretty much infinite amount of things that you have to try your best to align at the same time in order to win, right? Not just because I give you a product or because somebody says, hey, NAD is hot, that means that you're going to go ahead and sell NAD and you're also going to make millions of dollars. There's a high chance, yes, but it all comes down to specific things that I want to go ahead and go over in this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a problem. We're going to have ChatGPT give us a problem to pretty much do the digging with. We're going to do a deep research in terms of what is currently trending in the market that people are currently suffering from. We're going to find something interesting, then we're going to cross-reference it on Amazon. So when it comes to prompting, I pretty much have my go-to prompting sheet right here for every single part of the journey that we're going to follow. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to copy this, I'm going to drop it in. And just to break down this prompt briefly, you can read it here together. So you are a product research expert with access to the entire internet, okay, including e-com platforms like Amazon, TikTok Shop, Etsy, Temu, Google Shopping, viral product databases, and so much more. Your task is to find underrated or rising product opportunities, specifically in health and beauty. Why health and beauty? That's just the space that I personally like. You've probably seen other people talking about this. It's recession proof. It makes people feel good and look good, and it solves an everyday problem. When people wake up every single morning, the first thing they care about is how they feel and how they look. Whether their gut's fucked up, their ass isn't farting enough, their hair's not growing, their skin's messed up, their teeth are yellow, whatever it is, that all comes down to health and beauty. So we want to be able to sell those types of products for obvious reasons. 4 reasons or 5 reasons that I like to make sure this prompt understands and AI is looking for is 1, it solves an everyday problem. It can be sourced easily with AliExpress, Alibaba, Fair, US dropshipping platforms like Supplyful, or even TikTok Shop. This is really important. It has a 5 to 10x markup potential. It's in demand or trending right now, and it's ideal for branded dropshipping. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do this. I'm going to click search the web, and I'm going to hit enter. And within a few seconds, literally, we are hopefully going to stumble across a multi-million-dollar opportunity. So first thing it says, mouth tape for sleep. Not bad. Next, blue light therapy wand. This sounds interesting. Utilizes blue light to combat acne causing bacteria. Wow, this is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Why is it trending? Consumers are seeking non-chemical acne solutions. This is pretty cool. Weighted walking vest also sounds interesting. Like literally every single product you can think about, is perfect for dropshipping is pretty much popping up here. Right, hormone balance gummies, a sleep bonnet sounds pretty interesting as well, right? To take care of your hair while you're sleeping. Glass drinking straws. Didn't know that's still this is money. Protein infused coffee. Wow, this looks like a absolute banger. Adaptogenic mushroom gummies, ceramide infused lip balm. Let's see why this is how to source it. Available through. So as you guys can see, it gave you 10 ideas. Now, let's say for whatever reason you don't like any of these ideas. You can just go ahead and say, hey, give me 10 more ideas until you stumble across something you like. Me personally, let's say I want to go ahead and I want to roll with protein infused coffee. Okay, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to copy it, and we're going to come back here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab that protein infused coffee idea, and I'm just going to put it here for now. Okay, what it does, it combines caffeine and protein to provide energy in one beverage. Why is it trending? Because busy consumers are looking for convenient ways to meet nutritional needs, right? How to source it? Available through US tablet manufacturers and private label options. That's money. Estimated cost is $1 to $2 per serving, and then we can sell it for $20 to $40. It has TikTok trend data, and its marketing hook: fuel your day with a blend of energy and nutrition, right? Coffee meets protein. That sounds like an absolute banger. So now that we have that, step 2 is to make sure that it kind of handles all of these main criteria that we like to look for in these everyday products. So number 1, does it solve an everyday problem? Yes. Why? Because every single day people are trying to get fit, but they can't because their nutrition is off, whether they're not taking the right protein or not consuming the right nutrients. So therefore, our protein coffee, which is coffee that everybody drinks every morning, mixed with the protein that you need to grow and reach your physical goals, well, that is an everyday problem. Therefore, we're going to go ahead and scratch that as a check. Perishable and complementary. Yes, because once you finish the first protein bag, it absolutely needs to get reordered. Therefore, we have a subscription business model that we can go ahead and work with. And complementary means, does it complement the current day, the lifestyle? Yeah, just the lifestyle of the consumer, right? A lot of times we try to sell these products that add a new step, like a new habit or a new routine or a habit change in a consumer lifestyle. And we all know how hard it is for somebody to build a new habit. For example, let's say you decide to sell, I don't know, like that blue infrared sauna steak, whatever it was. Most likely people don't already use something like that with their skincare routine. So the idea of adding one more step or adding a new thing into their life is just going to make it harder for them to use it. And a lot of times people will probably use it once, twice, don't get instant results, therefore they'll get rid of it. So in our case, protein coffee is complementary. So we're going to check that out. High margins, it says 1 to 2 per serving. Protein is not expensive. Coffee is not expensive. So I know we can sell this for at least 5 to 10x markup. We're going to check this out. And then multiple people need it in every household. This is kind of like a eye check that I like to do. It's like, hey, if I buy something, how many people, or if I sell something, how many people in that household can actually take or want to try and take this product? And in this case, protein and coffee is something you would want to talk to with your friends, your wife, your daughter, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Everybody would want to try this protein coffee if you bring it to your household. Therefore, this also gets a check. So now what do? Now that you have the product idea that ChatGPT sourced for us, right? We have the check mark of products that we know, okay, this makes it a winning product. Well, now we want to go ahead and validate this product. The way I like to validate it is simply by going to the #1 e-commerce website in the world, Amazon.com, and look for a listing that's doing anywhere between $100,000 to $250,000 in volume. And then we're going to talk about this arbitrage opportunity, whether it's on Facebook and TikTok, and I'm going to walk you guys through kind of the mental mind frame that I like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Amazon.com. And I'm going to go to protein coffee. Okay. Now I want to see what are the options available. So here's one, all-in-one, Flav City. So we're going to open link in a new tab, selling 10,000 units at $59, give or take $69. If I'm not mistaken, and my math is mathing, that's about $590,000. But let's do the math here just in case. Times 10,000, $590,000. So instantly, I know this is a fucking banger. Here's another one, nutrition shake blend. I don't know if this one says coffee anywhere, but it fits the narrative because it's ranking for this word, protein coffee, right? So instantly we see 2 brands absolutely fucking ripping it hard. And look at these price points, $59 and $79. And then you have this mocha protein, 4,000 units, pretty average right here, right? Javi Coffee, here's another one, 2,000 units at $39.95. So first thing I notice is, one, there's not a lot of brands selling this product. It's pretty much the same couple brands repeated on the first page. The second thing that I notice is the majority of these brands are RTDs, so ready to drink things, which are pretty expensive, like stuff like this, and it's not actual proteins, right? But I mean, look at this, 200,000 units sold, obviously. Premier Protein, this is a brand that's been around for so long, but you get the idea. This is a fucking winner product, okay? And look at this. This is 10 mushroom coffee. This is French vanilla. So there's clearly demand for this search term, but there's not enough products. So I know for a fact this is an absolute banger. And I just want to go ahead and check out this listing pretty much and just kind of see, okay, what is so special about this? So it has ingredients, whey protein, collagen, organic banana powder, right? Nothing completely like out of the ordinary, just really cool fucking packaging, to be quite frank with you guys. Some really good branding, and it's absolutely ripping. So Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to see and find this arbitrage opportunity. So the way to do that is you want to search up the same exact brand, Flav City, and we want to go and see how much volume are they pushing on other platforms, right? So you can go to SimilarWeb out the gate, or you can go to the ad library. What I like to do is I like to come to the ad library right away and just search up that brand name, Flav City, right? And try to find it out the gate and see what kind of traffic are they pushing from their website. So might have to do some digging. Shop Flav City. Here we go. This looks like the main brand. So they have over 120 results live, which is pretty good for a brand, right? Again, making $600,000 a month on Amazon, that means they're quite bare minimum doing at least $1 million a month. But what you'll notice is they're not pushing tons of ads to that main hero product or the product that we thought was hero. This is the hero product, right? Which is their new flavor. Brownie batter, all-in-one protein smoothie, right? This looks fucking phenomenal. Like from the branding to the packaging to how they make you imagine this food. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I might have just stumbled across a banger product that I would want to run myself. But instantly I know, okay, there is demand for this product. These guys are already ripping it pretty fucking nicely, right? And they're not doing anything unique. They're simply just running it straight into their product page, which means there's a lot of opportunity here, right? And if we go back to Amazon and we look at these other brands that are ranking for this, like Naked Protein, for example, or even this one, Chike, right? I bet you pretty hard that they're not running any ads. Ideally, what you want to do, the biggest indicators to know whether this is like worth running or not, is it oversaturated? Meaning, is there 100 different brands that you can find out the gate that are selling this product? Because no such product you're going to launch is actually going to have zero competition, right? Like we're not inventing Apple here. But what we're notice, let's check out Chike Nutrition, right? What we notice is this space is pretty much dominantly being sold, or this product is dominantly being sold by 2 or 3 brands. And this one is pretty small, only 60 ads live, which you can do this in pretty much 2 weeks and scale up to these type of numbers pretty often. Again, noticing, just looking at what they're doing, these guys are not e-commerce focused, right? They're running ads straight to a collection page. These product pages are pretty damn simple, right? There's no like unique frameworks or conversion specific focus mechanisms here that are helping people buy. It's just like they're selling this off the cuff. So we pretty much can say we ultimately found an arbitrage. Why? Because somebody who's doing big numbers on Amazon, so like 10K units plus, and only have 120 ads, that means there is more opportunity to reach more people on Facebook. Now, the next thing I like to do is TikTok. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. So what's the brand called? Flav City. And I want to see, is Flav City pushing hard on TikTok? So instantly, as soon as I search them up, 0 followers, which is fucking great to see. Right? That means this is the arbitrage opportunity. And then guess what? Their videos, their top videos are 2023, bro. 2024, 2023, 2024, etc. And now if we go to Kalo Data, so let's go to Kalo Data and let's look at products. And I'm going to search up Flav City. So they have a fucking shaker that's done $400 in volume. They have their protein that's doing no volume and a bunch of other electrolyte stuff. Okay. So boom, arbitrage opportunity. Why? Because instantly now I know this brand, right? The number 1 brand. So let me just type this because my handwriting is just really bad right now. So what we've done is we've identified hot demand on the product on Amazon, right? Facebook is main acquisition channel because we've seen 120 ads, right? But the arbitrage is what? TikTok, because they pay no attention there. So if we were to launch this product, we know that not only can we generate money right away pretty much with Facebook, because they're already creating awareness for us, so we can go ahead and eat off of that bottom of the funnel pretty much right away with a nice unique offer. But we know at scale, what we need to do is actually put more effort into TikTok. Why? Because there is hot demand on Amazon and this brand is cooking on Amazon and on Facebook, but they are not doing a single fucking thing on TikTok. And that is the arbitrage opportunity that we want to look for. So hopefully that makes sense. So literally within 10 minutes, we went ahead, we used ChatGPT to give us a product idea. Okay. We verified that product idea and make sure that it fits all the criteria that we need to have a winning product and $1 million product, call it, right? Then from there, we went ahead and we certified, or we made sure that the demand is available on Amazon. Plus, there's an arbitrage window of opportunity for us to be able to maximize, take this product to market, and actually start making money with it. So that's pretty much our big idea phase. Okay, right now, step 2, this is not necessarily like, you don't have to do this when you first get started, because you can actually just launch your full store, launch your brand without even having a product, just to test the concept out. And then you can reverse engineer it. So I'll talk about this a little bit later. But step 2, let's say I wanted to go ahead and find a supplier right away. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT first. I'm always going to go to ChatGPT first. Okay. And I'm going to say, can you help me find suppliers with, let's say, low MOQ or white label options for protein coffee, right? And instantly it's going to search the web. It's going to give us a list of websites. And I personally like to go through these websites before I go anywhere else and start doing the Google research process. So Smash Pharma via Pietra Studio. Pietra Studio, I've heard really good things about it, but look at this. MOQ, 60 units, private label, coffee blend, 30 servings. Okay. This looks amazing. So it gives you it even gives you the website that you need to click on in order to find it. And just like that, check this out. Let's see if we can find the supplement facts. So pea protein, organic agave, coconut, espresso powder, cocoa powder, natural flavors, sea salt, and gargle, right? Now what you can do is you can copy that, bring it down here, for example, and say, hey, give me the pros and cons of this. So Sublifol, wow, who would have thought? We're going to go ahead and we're going to log in, or let's see the product catalog, and we're going to search up protein coffee. And we're going to see what they have. So whey protein, hemp coffee blend, vegan protein. Doesn't look like they have whey protein with coffee. Let me just make sure. Yeah, nothing here, right? But you kind of get the idea, right? We're going to go through these one by one, and we're going to try to find somebody who can give us this product, or at least know that we can go ahead and request a product from here in a little bit, right? So stock formulas, let's see what they have. Superfood, greens, collagen, peptides. It doesn't look like they have coffee. Let's try this one. Roastify, solutions, products, instant coffee. Let's see what they have here. Dude, I've never seen these websites, but these all look pretty fucking legit. Like instant coffee design right here. This is pretty sick. So worst comes to worst, we know this is the first place that we found. And let's say we were to roll with that. Boom. Like instantly we were able to say, okay, we can order 60 units of this product, customize it, design it, and only pay $25 per unit, right? Just to test this concept out if we really wanted to. So again, literally out the cuff, we were able to kind of like skim through 10 websites really quickly. So the idea here is, again, you can go through every single one of these websites, do some real due diligence, which I'm not going to waste time on right now, until you find something that makes sense. Like instantly, I know we were able to find like this one with Pietra Studios where they have the coffee, we have the supplement facts, and it's good enough to allow us to actually start working, right? And then let's say you want to do a little bit more digging, you can search up the protein coffee white label. Then you can search up like white label in Miami, for example, and then you can see what terms pop up. What's pretty interesting is you can see that there's not a lot of competition for this product, because those two brands that are crushing it on Amazon don't even have any fucking ads on Google. Like Google is getting dominated by one brand. So there's clearly demand and opportunity for a product like this, right? Again, I'm not going to waste too much time on the product research itself, but it's very fucking easy to be able to find a supplier that will get you off the ground and running, right? Don't overstress it. Just source somebody to be able to pick up the phone and say, hey, let's say you sell 100 units tomorrow. You can actually go ahead and supply them. If not, you would just refund them and then go ahead and source something properly. These guys can be US or international. With the tariffs now, I honestly think a lot of the pricing is plus minus the same. So don't try to force yourself to order from China or from other parts of the world just because you think it's going to be cheaper. The tariffs right now and the complications of the imports and the exports are just going to be pretty much the same exact thing. And don't buy anything, just be prepared. Again, the goal here isn't to buy a product and get it ready, and just to know that if you need it, you got it, if that makes sense, right? We just want to have a place that we can order from. So once we do that, the Shopify store couldn't be any easier. I promise you guys, using Atlas and Shopify is way better than the actual website and the landing page that these guys have. The only thing these guys have going on really fucking well is their product packaging. Everything else is really fucking average. So what you guys are going to want to do is you want to come down to this Atlas website, and I'll have this link below, and check this out. This is by my good friend Seb. And you'll see that they have pretty much the ultimate theme that you can go ahead and use. I think it's like $29, right? And you will have every single element you want. This is just tripping right now. Okay, here we go. So on mobile. So you'll see it has every single element you want, from an announcement bar, logo placement, pictures right here, product benefits, product highlights, reviews, literally bundle and save, which you can do, and these look pretty fucking clean. Add to cart, UGC videos, banners, all the above. And the best thing about what I like about Atlas, I'm not going to do a demo about this, but you can grab an Amazon link, paste it inside of Atlas, and boom, it'll rip all the copy and help you create the landing page according to your competitor's page, which is pretty fucking sick, right? So you're going to want to go ahead and set up a Shopify store. You're going to use Atlas for the theme, and then we're going to use ChatGPT and Canva for pictures. Now, when it comes to the actual content, this is everything I need you guys to focus on. Okay, so when it comes to content, this is everything I need you guys to focus on. Okay, these are pretty much ready to use prompts. I'm also going to link these below where you can go ahead and grab and pretty much create these 6 main images. Okay, we're going to want to create a hero image. So 3D product render with the image, just showing it in a really nice background. Okay, we want to go ahead and create a benefits call out image. Essentially your product with 3 to 4 main benefits on that picture. We want to go ahead and create a lifestyle use case image as well, which is somebody using your product, or at least making your product in the hands of AI. We're going to create an ingredient breakdown, a social proof, which is a review with somebody using your product as well, and then a bundle or an offer image. And if you're probably asking yourself, Mo, how do I even do that? I haven't even designed my product. Brothers, don't you worry. We're going to go ahead and go through this process right now together. Okay, this is where the brand launch system that I've developed comes into place. So the first thing we're going to do is follow this step by step, and as you guys see, I'm going to have that for you guys right here. So step 1, we're going to copy this prompt. Okay, we're going to go to our beloved ChatGPT. We're going to paste it in. We're going to grab a screenshot of our main competitor right here, capture entire page. We're going to copy this. We're going to paste that here. We're going to remove this. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to grab the Amazon listing pictures as well, because they have some good content here. So we're going to grab that. With all the reviews, this is money. We're going to copy that image. And we are going to come back here and we are going to paste it. So now what I want to do is just make some small modifications to that prompt. So insert your product type. We're going to call it protein coffee. Or we'll just call it like instant protein coffee. Instant protein coffee to target. We'll call it busy people who want to stay in shape and get fit. But get fit effortlessly, I'll call it. All right. I'm about to upload a screenshot of our current competitors, which we just did, and I want you to give me a step-by-step breakdown of all the above. And we're going to click enter. So while ChatGPT is giving me that result, let me just kind of break down the prompt for you guys. Essentially what I did is I said, hey, if I were to give ChatGPT all the information that's in my head from the last 5 years, what are the main things I'm looking at when it comes to a competitor's landing page? Well, it's the psychology, the emotions that they are trying to push onto people in order to make a decision. It's the structure of the page, right? What kind of copy are they using? ADA, PASS, E5, etc. Is there a story being told? The offer framing, how are they selling this product? Bundles, what's the unique mechanism, etc. The call to action strategy, social proof, conversion triggers, etc. So now, if I go back to my conversation, you can see we have a full breakdown, right? So this is pretty much saying it's the all-in-one protein smoothie and it appeals to busy people who want to look good and feel energized. What did I say earlier in this video? Look good, feel good are the type of products that you want to be selling, okay? Health with indulgence, so it tastes great, right? But it's healthy for you. Authority, the founder, okay? So this is their unique thing. Bobby's face is all over it. Customers feel like they know the brand personally because it's built off of a personal brand, right? Which is good and bad. Like, you don't have to take this as a bad thing for you because not every single brand is built off of a personal brand. So this just means that there's a new opportunity and a new angle for you to approach this industry. And then obviously they do, subtle FOMO call to actions like selling out. Structure, they give you the breakdown of the structure and the offer framing, nothing crazy, right? This is the value stack, 25 grams of protein. It has collagen, organic coffee, MCT fats, and great taste with no sugar, right? So skip breakfast and do this instead. This is their main positioning. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab all of this, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to create a new doc. And this is going to be pretty much my launch stretch doc. Launch stretch. I don't know what the hell I was saying here. So I'm going to paste that here. Cool. So now we have pretty much multiple really important points of data and feedback that's going to allow us to launch this product, right? We have our main competitors, give or take, right? Or one or two competitors. We have the main things that they're pushing in order to be successful. And we have potentially a supplier that we can use for our product. So the next step I want to do now that I've gotten the brief about my competitors and about the market, this is where things get fun. I'm going to come inside of here and I'm going to copy my 6-page deep research prompt that I've developed. That's going to give you everything you need to fucking know about the current market landscape and how you can go ahead and position your product to be better than everything else on the market. Okay. So number one, or the first part in this deep research thing is the core market research. It's going to give us everything: the TAM, demographics, buyer beliefs, common problems, keywords and phrases, and common scams. Then it's going to extract the exact customer language, the hopes and the dreams of the people who want to buy this product, specific pain points, before and afters, what they like and dislike about competitors, right? So we're going to scan all the bad reviews and things they say they wish existed, right? Then we're going to break down every single offer that is on the market. We're going to get all the opportunities that we see in the market. And then we're going to have ChatGPT pretty much summarize everything we know and need in order to build a successful landing page and a successful brand that can dominate what's currently on the market. So I've copied that. I'm going to drop it in here. And I'm going to say, deep research, my baby girl. And we are going to hit enter. And deep research is probably going to come back to you with a few questions. What is the exact product you're selling? This is why this is important when it comes to sourcing supplier, because you want to have something you can build along, right? So let's say this is the person you want to use. You're going to say, hey, number one, attach the product label for the version that I'll be selling. Okay. 2, are they standout features, ingredients, or mechanism to make your product different? Yes, you can pick from the label, right? You're not even going to waste any time doing it yourself. Do you already have a target audience or custom avatar? I want to do moms and busy professionals. Why? Because females love to spend money on shit like this. And then busy professionals. And then market, we're going to call it USA. And boom, just like that. This is going to take some time and do every single part of the deep research that we need. Now, if you want to do even more research, what I recommend is you guys try out Gemini. So Gemini's deep research is also pretty sick. It does take 10 times longer, I'm not going to lie, because it's like Google and it brings in every single fucking detail. But what you would do is you would copy this right here, what we got, and you would say this, I'm going to give you some context to analyze, then I'll brief you on next steps. So you're going to copy the breakdown of the competitor that we got from ChatGPT. Okay. Then we're going to go back and we're going to copy the same exact prompt that we got right here. So boom, and then we're going to go to Gemini and we're just going to prompt it the same exact thing. I was going to click Shift Enter, but give me a second here. Let's see what it says. Actually, no. So do that. Make sure deep research is on. Oh, you got to do a new chat. What the hell? Okay. So boom. And we'll just say the product I want to sell is an instant coffee protein. The supplement facts are attached. And you're literally just going to kind of skip a point here, come down this, grab this baby, copy, and then paste that baby back in here and click enter. It's going to ask you a few questions as well. So it'll give you a prompt. You're going to click research, and then literally now we just sit back and wait. Now, you might be asking yourself, why am I doing all of this work before I even start making any type of money? Because the truth is, guys, the key to success isn't always done in motion. It's pretty much in the preparation, I guess. So the idea here is that we are researching and getting every single piece of data that already exists on the market to make our chances of success as high as possible. Okay. For sure, you can go ahead and get a pre-built AI store with pre-selected products in it and not do any of this research and try to go ahead and create a really fancy, cute looking product page with great images, but then you have no good copy. You have no fucking clue who you're targeting. Your ads are just a bunch of random stuff that you think look good because you copied some random shit that you seen on Kalo Data or whatever website it is, right? And then you're asking yourself, what the fuck? Why am I not generating sales if everything I did looks copy paste to a successful brand? It's because you don't have a single fucking clue on who your ideal demographic is, what their ideal problems are, why they would even want to buy from your product or your brand, and then everything else that's in between in terms of being able to turn people from just visitors and curious browsers into actual customers that want to give you your credit card information. And all of that work has to be done in these steps that we're doing right now. And the reality is, like, a lot of this work used to take weeks, if not months. You actually had to spend a lot of fucking money, take a bunch of fucking time of your own time, and invest into doing research, into reading comments, and into iterating until you get like this winning angle that's going to work for you 100%. But now your chances of success on product number one with ad number one is pretty much 10 times higher what it used to be, whatever that number is, because you've already done all the fucking research up front. So now all you have to do is follow directions from the internet and from ChatGPT and be able to execute on it. And to be quite frank with you guys, the biggest problem that I see right now is people have the answers, but they suck at applying and executing on them. What does that mean? It means that if ChatGPT gave you 10 angles and said, hey, test every single one of these angles one by one following these prompts, people are like, I'm smarter than AI. They don't really know what they're talking about, or the AI doesn't really know what it's talking about. So let me just freestyle this. Sure, you need a creative element in order to win, but ultimately AI is pulling based off the fucking internet data and what people are saying and why they're saying it from your actual competitors. So who's the actual smarter person here? You or the actual multi-trillion-dollar fucking robot that understands humans more than humans understands themselves? Hopefully I made a point there. So yeah, the biggest thing here is, again, doing all of this heavy lifting now. So when the time comes to actually launching, then guess what? As soon as you launch some ads, you're going to fucking win. All right. And a few minutes after, or couple 10 minutes after, we now have a full compiled report that we're going to go ahead and copy this bad boy. So smash that copy, come back to our untitled document. Go to tab 2, where, actually it's this one, our launch document. So, and we're going to create another tab and we're going to call it research, because first we did the brief, then we did the research. So we're going to call this one brief, boom, brief, research, and we're going to paste it. Now check out how fucking sick this research report is. Okay. So I'm going to delete this. But now we pretty much used AI to scan the full internet for us to give us every single piece of information we need. So first it's saying, hey, This is considered a functional and protein-infused coffee, and the total TAM for this is about $25 billion. And it's only growing by 2034, right? So boom, we know we're already at a huge fucking advantage. RTDs, which like I said earlier, are a fast growing niche. The global protein energy drinks market is also pretty fucking big, right? Now the instant wellness beverage segment, powders or concentrate you can quickly mix with health benefits, is likewise on trend. This is what we want. We want to capitalize on a trend. Who's it for? People who are 20 to 40 years old, they're health conscious, and they're the core personas. Okay, these are the type of people we want to target. We're not targeting Pilates girls. We're not targeting gym bros. We're not targeting, a random audience that we think is going to use our product. We are targeting people who are actually looking for it. Busy professionals, right, that rely on coffee and need help with their multitasking, right? We're going to target health conscious moms, right? 30 to 40 who have very little me time, right? This is fucking amazing, right? And then we're going to go ahead and understand what the main beliefs, the desires, and the fears, right? These are the psychological principles that we need to understand in order to turn people into actual customers. And what I like about this deep research report so well is like it gives you the language and it pulls reviews from the actual people who are going to buy your product. So now you have the exact tone of voice and the exact words that these people use when it comes to trying out these products. So I need coffee to function. Healthy can be convenient, right? Psychologically, they view investing in a product that helps their energy and fitness as an investment in themselves, right? So this is all stuff and ammo that we're going to go ahead and be able to dissect this one by one and actually use it for our marketing, our ads, our statics, and especially our product page in order to convert people as quick as possible. And we also understand the desires and goals of these people. Okay, what do they want to accomplish when they buy a product like this one? What are their pains? They're always tired and short on time. They're tired of unhealthy quick fixes. Okay, their previous products tasted awful, right? So a taste is a big angle. Diet failures and fads, right? They sucked at their dieting. There's too many calories or it's not filling enough, right? So now we have literally every single information that we need in order to be successful at our marketing campaign. And you can see the most common problems this market is trying to solve. There's no time for breakfast syndrome. It's energy crashes and low productivity. It's overeating and cravings. It's weight management, and it's bad taste and healthy options, and then so much more. And then keywords, like I can go on and on, but this is literally gold right here. This is everything you need in order to be successful. So now that we've done that and we've started implementing the full brand research system, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to get my avatar and my audience breakdown. Okay, so now I have the information that I need, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, hey, give me the exact avatar and the type of person that I should be making my ads to. And boom, this is who we're targeting. Jess, the drained overachiever. She's 34. She's a female. She makes $75K a year. She lives in New York, Austin, LA, San Francisco, Miami, or Chicago. And she's a creative professional, senior marketer, health conscious tech worker. Here's how she likes to identify. Here are her goals, right? She wants to be clear, focus, and like these are literally all static headlines, bro, that we can use in order to convert, right? Here's what she's tried before and why it didn't work. She tried mushroom coffee, like Rise and Mudwater. It's too weak and inconsistent. She tried nootropics from Amazon, caused anxiety. She tried Adderall in college, but it killed her creativity. She likes journaling, yoga, and cold plunges, but it only works when she does them, and she can't do those daily, right? So this is literally giving you everything you need in order to be able to specifically communicate with this one demographic and this one person who is going to buy your product. So now we copy this, we go back here, and we are pretty much allowing ourselves to build this like launch Bible, right? So ideal avatar. So we're 3 letters in. We have 2 more letters to go, right? This is our ideal avatar and who we're going to be targeting. Now we come back here and we're going to grab the next step. So the market and the positioning. Who do we want to target and how are we going to be targeting them, right? Come back here and we're going to insert this. And now we are going to have the initial core emotional functional outcome that people are looking for. We're going to have the number one belief and shift that we need to create in order for somebody to buy our product. And then we're going to have AI to give us our offer strategy. Okay, this is why I love this so much. Check this out. So it's going to go ahead and tell us, hey, we should do a low ticket trial pack, 3 or 5 day clarity challenge. We can price it at $14 to $19. We can include a small pouch, right? Comes with a short focus routine digital bonus PDF and a subscription upsell on the back end, right? So it's giving you an offer strategy that I think it works. I'm not going to lie. I've gotten way better results than this specific one. So this one's a hit or miss. I think because we haven't given it the exact details of how we want to launch, and it gave us this. But not only that, but it gives you even the best funnel strategy, right? So you want to do meta ad to PDP or a one-page pre-sale, okay? Targeted towards ambitious millennial women with interest in wellness. This is who you want to talk to. The ad should speak about wake up with clarity, not pre-workout style hype. And the landing page, well, it should be educational, story, and social proof, right? Another one is TikTok organic. I didn't tell it that there's an arbitrage opportunity on TikTok. It told me that. It said, hey, look, funnel number 2 you should focus on is TikTok organic and paid, and push to a TikTok shop offer page, right? Which is pretty crazy to fucking think about, that AI can go ahead and tell us exactly what to do. And now we have a TLDR go-to strategy. So first, protein coffee that prioritizes mental clarity for women. The offer could use work. The hook, coffee that clears the fogs, not add to it, because your brain deserves better than more caffeine. This one also needs a little bit of work, but again, you kind of get the point, right? It's giving us all the major things that we need in order to have a successful launch when it comes to actually getting sales. So offer strategy, right? And this is just like really quick, brief work that you want to get done. And then you can come back and kind of revisit every single point here and say, okay, here's what I want to adjust when it comes to the offer. Here's what I want to adjust when it comes to the funnel. Or now you have things to go back and forth with and balance your ideas with ChatGPT to know whether you're going to move towards the right or the left, or the right way or the wrong way, essentially, with your strategy. And then I have a bonus part here. I'm going to skip this part for now. But essentially, I can go ahead and say, hey, look, actually, let's just fucking do it. Fuck it. We'll go ahead and we'll grab this for all of you guys who don't know. Hey, what should my brand be called? Hey, how should it look and feel, right? Boom. We're going to add this baby in here. And now, because it knows who we're targeting, and because it knows their limiting beliefs, because it knows the pain points that they have, because it knows how we want to target them, guess what? It's telling us exactly how we can go ahead about designing our brand. It's going to give us the exact colors we can use, right? It's going to give us the typography that we can use. It's going to give us the packaging design, right? And if I decide to, yes, go ahead and create a landing page visual. Guess what? ChatGPT is going to come for the win and create that for us as well. Like, look at this thing go, bro. It's literally just coding up every single piece of information we need, which is fucking wild. I can't wait to see what the result looks like here. Ta-dum, da-dum, 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 da-dum. Let's see, where is it at? So it did give me the code, so I just asked it to turn it into a visual I can see. Fuck that up there, but it's all good. And boom, I mean, this is not perfect, but bro, pretty fire packaging design, I'm not gonna lie. With the no effort that we just did, nice color, nice fucking model, drinking our coffee, pretty nice headlines, like, this is pretty fucking sick, and you can't tell me this is not good work from AI in 10 minutes, 20 minutes of work. So you kind of get the point here. Right? So now if we come back to pretty much our full process that we've done so far, right? We've created, let me go back here. So we've identified the brief, we've done the research, we know exactly who our ideal demographic and our ideal avatar is. Now we have an exact offer strategy and how we want to go to market, even though this could obviously use a little bit of work here. The next step is going to be our narrative. So this is where all the research becomes usable marketing insight, okay? The idea here with this prompt is we're going to go ahead and pretty much tell ChatGPT to give us a full summary of everything we just learned, essentially. So I can go ahead and use this material and dive right into actually making ads, because that's going to be our next step of the process, right? So it's going to tell you the 3 to 5 main core beliefs that's holding people back from buying your products. And we're going to use this essentially as static ad angles and video ad angles that's going to allow us to actually go ahead and launch and get results, hopefully, as soon as we launch. So do this. We're going to paste that here. And now we have our core. We're going to call this narratives and beliefs, right? For ads. So we have BRA, BRAND, or yeah, right here. Oops. You get the point, right? So now when I go ahead and launch ads, I know these are the main things I want to focus on, right? All these brain supplements are hype, made for bros in the gym. So we're doing this specifically for women, okay? If it doesn't hit like a strong coffee or energy drink, it won't work. Guess what? Our protein coffee not only gives you the same feeling that you love in coffee, but it also comes with benefits, right? So you get the point here. And then finally, the last step is to pretty much deploy. So let's come back here to our board and kind of verify everything we've done so far. So we already went through part one. Part two, we sourced a supplier, right? We got a pretty good idea. We're going to go ahead and use Atlas to make our website and use a proven landing page and sign up with Shopify. Then we're going to use ChatGPT and Canva to pretty much create all those pictures that we just mentioned, which are the core 6 pictures for our product listings. And then we follow our brand launch system. We do our deep research. We know exactly who our avatar and our audience is, and we're going to deploy and iterate. So now you are pretty much, or have done everything you need to until you get to this point right here, which is pretty much the marketing. Okay, step number 3. And for this, also pretty straightforward. You're going to do one of these two things. You're either going to go to Kalo Data for Play, or you're going to go to Ads Library and pretty much copy what these people are already doing. So the thing I don't like about Ads Library is you can't really see the results that people are getting from specific ads, right? So like if I click on this ad, and if I watch this ad, it's good, but I don't know how much it's converting, even though it says, hey, it's been running since May 14th, so maybe it is working. Personally, I like to go to like Kalo Data. So if we go to Kalo Data, right, I'm pretty sure they have a free trial. You're going to come down here and we'll search up like, let's say, I don't know, coffee, just the word coffee, and see what's being sold. So you have coffee cups, Javi protein coffee, $270,000 on TikTok Shop. So now what I want to go ahead and do is I want to look for some of your top ads, and I want to look for something. See, this is a fire video because guess what? There's no packaging in it. Okay, this is why it works really fucking well. So you can go ahead and rip this or simply export this script, right? And we're going to go to something I love to use, which is Kalo Data. And we are going to create 3 videos, as it says here, and 3 different angles. But guess what? Because we've done all the main research, we can come back here and say, hey, I want to create 3 video ads with AI UGC for launch. Can you go ahead and script out 3 videos that are 30 to 60 seconds each, right? And just like that, we have 3 scripts that are ready to go. So we can go ahead and copy these over into Arc Ads and actually make these, pretty well realistic videos or record them ourselves. And what you can even do, the reason why I like to go to Kalo Data, for example, and I found this one video, right? Well, guess what? I copied the script from it, and I know that this video generated $6,000 in the last 7 days or 30 days. So I can come back here and say, hey, here's a script from a competitor, right? Should we go ahead and copy it for our product based on all the research we've done, right? Boom. Well, fuck. I copied the wrong thing, but let's go ahead and do this again. Export script, copy, come back here, boom, and just paste that in there. And just like that, now we actually went ahead and we have a breakdown of why we should actually use this ad. So how I finally hit my protein goal without changing my routine, right? I told myself I'd stop drinking iced coffee unless it actually helped me hit my goals, and I meant it. This right here changed the game. Boom, it's protein coffee. Shows the pouch, you just add a AI generated image, right? It's protein coffee, 10 grams of plant protein, clean caffeine, yada, yada, yada. So now we have pretty much every single piece of thing we need in order to be able to launch this and use realistic AI avatars, which I have a full video about this, so I'm not going to go through that process right now, but you guys can watch how I go about making these ads. And we're going to go ahead and pick 3 angles. So the 3 angles that we just made, and we're going to make video 1, video 2, and video 3. And then each one of these angles is going to have 3 hooks. So listen to this, try this, here's why this, right? And now you're going to have 10 videos that you can actually go ahead and launch with starting day 1. And once you do that, come to Facebook ads, create 1 CBO campaign, 3 ad sets inside of it, and then 3 creatives per ad set. And just like that, now you have a full outline and a full strategy going over every single piece of information you need to be able to launch and start making money with branded dropshipping, leveraging AI and not pretty much paying for any paid tools. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know going through this process, I kind of skipped a lot of key pieces, I guess, or the actual implementation of things, which if I were to spend time doing this video would probably take another 30 hours. So I'm not going to do that. But if you guys are looking for somebody to kind of walk you through every single piece of these, have live coaching calls, work with myself, work with my team, and allow us to pretty much handhold you throughout the process, then go ahead and check out the link in the description. I have something called the Momentum University. We have over 130 students in there, and I think 6 of them are already doing over $500,000 per month, which is pretty fucking crazy. Julian is on track to sell his brand. He started last year, which is also pretty wild. He's done already over $1 million in profit in a single year with that. And then we have about 30 to 40 students, all generating over 20 to 30K a month. So to say the least, the product or the program works. We know exactly what we're doing. And I share with you guys every single piece of information that I can in order to make you guys successful. So if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely check out the link below and let me know what else you guys want me to cover on the next video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.